All right, here we go, guys. This time we're going to do both distributing and combining like terms. So for the first one, I want you to realize there's a plus sign separating these parentheses, and there's nothing outside of the parentheses. So there's no distributive property. In other words, those parentheses are completely useless. So I'm just going to get rid of them. They have absolutely no purpose. All right, and it's just like the problems we did before. Let's underline our w squareds and stack them. Let's underline our w terms and stack those. And then our 6 and our minus 12 get stacked. And then we do the math straight down. 2 and 4 make 6. Minus 3 minus 9 make minus 12. 6 and minus 12 make minus 6. And we're done. Now we're not going to get so lucky with the second one. All right. Now there's nothing in front of the first parentheses. So the first set of parentheses are completely useless. We don't even need them in the problem. Just stupid to have them there. So I'm just going to copy this stuff without the parentheses. Now this part here, we're going to definitely copy the minus, but we're going to slip a 1 in front of the parentheses. Anytime you have a minus, you definitely want a number in front of here, and it's always a 1. And I'm just going to copy what my parentheses said. Right, so basically, I'm keeping the problem as is. I just got rid of the first set of parentheses, and I slipped a 1 in front of the second set. All right. Now I'm just going to go from left to right. I'm just copying the stuff on the left. There's no distributive property to do, so those are going to stay the same. I'm going to copy this minus. Now here's the deal. Every time you draw a new rainbow, before you do that, you have to write minus. All right, so we have to write minus, and then we do 1 times 2, and we get 2y squared. Before you draw your next rainbow, you need to write minus. So again, drawing this minus sign. You also need to copy the inside minus sign. So you have to write both of them. Then you can draw your rainbow and do 1 times 5. One more time, you have to copy this minus sign. And then we do 1 times 4. And that's just 4. Now I do see a minus here. I see 2 of them, so let's change it to plus plus. And now we're going to underline our like terms. So the 9 and the minus 2, the minus 2 and the positive 5 now, and then the 3 and the minus 4. So we make sure all of our stuff is stacked nice and neatly, and then we go through and do our math. So that one's definitely a lot trickier. Let's go ahead and do it again. So first thing I'm going to do is do 3 times 2, 6. I got to copy this minus sign. Now I can do 3 times 4, and that's 12. Got to copy the plus sign. One more time, 3 times 1 is 3. So the first round is done. Now I have to do the second round. So I'm going to copy the plus sign in front of the 2 and do 2 times 4, 8. I'm going to copy the plus sign again, but I also have to copy this minus sign in here because minuses can change the game, so I don't want to forget about them. Now I can do 2 times x squared, and that's just 2x squared. Oops. Looks like I forgot my 2. Oops. Let's put that in there. There we go. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and stack our like terms. And I'm going to have to, again, slip a 2 in here because Mrs. Saltz forgot her 2 like a bad girl. All right. Then we're going to stack our y terms. And then I just have lonely old 3, so he gets his own column all by himself. And then we do the math. So 6 minus 2 is not 5, it's 4. I apologize, you guys. I'm sorry. And then we get -4 and +3. So now we're done. Right. And the hardest of all. All right, so we're going to do careful here. This is -3. So every time we multiply, we should be using -3. So -3 times 2 is -6. You have to copy this minus sign. So I drew that here. Now I multiply again. -3 times 4 is -12. Copy the plus sign. -3 times 5 is -15. Now I need to do my next round, but be very careful. Minuses are a dangerous game. So I have to copy that minus sign. Then I can do 3 times 2 and get 6. I have to copy this minus sign again. But I also have to copy this minus sign. Now I can draw my rainbow and do 3 times 6 and get 18. Anywhere where I have side-by-side minuses, I want to change them into pluses. So it looks like here and here. And now we can go ahead and stack our like terms. So we have xy terms, we have y terms, and we have a lonely c term. And then we'll go ahead and add them up. -6 plus 18 is 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. And this guy doesn't change. He's just the same as he was. All right, and that's about it, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me today.